Woo. What's up, guys? Yo, what's good? Thanks for tapping in with me. My bad, it took me longer than 15 minutes. I had to do some stuff, guys. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so we doing the distorted feminine, the distorted masculine versus the high priestess. Okay, so this is a real, like, I don't want to say complicated, it's an intricate thing because I feel like at times all of us could have embodied qualities of the distorted feminine or the distorted masculine. So first, what's good? Shout out to my moderators. Shout out to everybody in there in the chat. I can't see everybody's name. So to start off, let's talk about the distorted feminine first, because we talk about the divine masculine in the tarot community like nonstop. And so everybody's like, yo, that's the karmic, that's the karmic. So we want to break it down so people know exactly what they're talking about and the qualities of that energy. Now, the problem with the distorted feminine is that, like, she embodies all this beauty and power. Hey, girl. She embodies all this beauty and power, but she doesn't have confidence in herself. And so by her not having confidence, she masks it with like insecurity, but more in the lower aspect of her ego. For example, she knows that she's great, right? But she's intimidated when other great women are around her. So the distorted feminine will usually won't really place herself in circles with women that are as dynamic as her, as powerful as her, for fear of being overshadowed. She uses like her sexuality and like, see, there's an empowering way to use your sexuality, but she uses it specifically to manipulate by any means necessary. Like, she just wants to dominate and manipulate every situation. She often plays the damsel in distress. Like, she's always in need of some type of help. She doesn't want to do anything for herself, but she exudes this false energy of independence and things of that nature. But it's hard for her to stand alone, so she's more prone to being in codependent relationships. And so she finds the distorted masculine. Now, sometimes the distorted feminine, or the karmic, as you guys would call it, for lack of better terms, she can be with a divine masculine sometimes and force him to like leave her. Because see, the divine masculine is the same as the divine feminine. He knows his worth. He's not going to stick around for bullshit. So the distorted masculine is the one that you see like hopping from relationship to relationship, just fucking, not caring about nobody, is offended by intimacy but loves sex. Like, that's what the distorted masculine is about. And so when the distorted masculine and the distorted feminine get together, they feed off of that shit to each other. That false validation, that chaos. Now, the thing about the distorted feminine is she hates confrontation. She's very afraid of confrontation, but she loves conflict. So she tends to throw stones and hide her hands, set traps of deceit and falsities for people to fall into. And she uses whatever she has that she thinks someone needs as a way to gain their trust and to gain their devotion, but she's not loyal to anyone. The distorted feminine could be your moms, your sisters, your cousins, your homegirls, you, the person that you think your ex is with or whatever. Now, the distorted masculine, he's just like looking for his healing and different women's yonis. Like, he don't even care about the person. It's the ego stroke for the distorted masculine. And some of you guys have been with distorted masculines and mistake them for your divine. And that's why some of you guys formed like this soul tie with them, because the chase, you thought that that was that twin flame dynamic where it's the runner and the chaser and all that BS. When in actuality, it was the distorted masculine that you were with. And sometimes the distorted masculine has to go through things to come into his divinity, as does the high priestess. She had to go through a lot to come into her divinity too. And so does the distorted feminine. That's why all three of us are clashing right now. We're clashing because the high priestess has went through those lower forms of self, the shadow work, a lot of pain. Now she's not exempt from falling back into those patterns. That's why as the high priestess, you have to hold yourself to a certain standard and a certain accountability. And so the false high priestess is really the distorted feminine just dressing up in the high priestess's robe. And so we have to hold this sense of accountability, like where we know we played a role in some mess, and we know we allowed people to come in, and we are seeing clearly. We've come online in such a huge number. It's a lot of high priestesses that know and see and feel and hear and smell. Like your senses right now, I feel like a lot of you guys are going through those ascension symptoms where your crown chakra is either tingling, or you're having headaches, or you're having like insomnia. But the insomnia is where it's kind of like self-induced, because you're learning something, or you're reading, or you're tumbling down the rabbit hole. You're trying to find out things. You're trying to like study you in such a way that it keeps you up at night. And you're not up at night worrying. You up at night trying to like figure you out, trying to tap into you. So the high priestess is on a mission right now. And the reason she's clashing with the distorted and the masculine and feminine is because she's once been there, and she knows what that energy brings, the chaos and the mess. And so it's like, and then the distorteds are feeling like, well, you think you doing something, or you think you better, or you think this, or I remember when, it's a lot of like illusion and projection going on with the distorted. They're just like the distorted masculine, he just wants control and power and admiration, but like, what is he doing? And then the distorted feminine just wants like to be saved and wants a codependent situation. And so we're just stepping out of it. And some of you guys have transcended within the past 6 months to 3 years already from that distorted feminine. And now you're seeing things clearly. And some of those soul ties are reappearing. And so you're just kind of like, okay, wait a minute, I'm not on this frequency. And then, so this will trigger the distorted, because they're going to feel like, oh, but you used to be, or you entertained this at one point, but like, they don't get evolving the way you get evolving. They see evolving in a 3D aspect. In the lower realms, you see evolving in like the higher realms. So that's where the clash is. It's a clash of perspective. And you choosing not to associate, but still not sending malice and still not being fucked up to them, is still a threat to them. Either way. Because for the distorted, any type of change being entered into something, or any type of change that takes away supply from them, is like a threat to them. All right, let's get into the cards, and then we're gonna talk a bit more. I want to read you guys something here and there throughout the reading. Hey guys. So as you enter this new cycle, you're just not gonna have time to like play around or whatever. You have the World card at the bottom of your deck in the upright position. So I feel like in the 9 of Cups preceding it with the 4, Four of Pentacles in reverse. So like, did I say proceeding? After it. So anyway, what this is telling me straight away is that you're stepping into a cycle of abundance and happiness. And you have been through such like a tough time that it's hard for you to just let go and enjoy this. You have to heal into happiness, because some of you guys could always be waiting for the other shoe to drop, and it's like you have to know that everything's okay now. The problem is with this Knight of Swords in reverse, with the Justice in reverse that always comes out, and the Strength in reverse. Some of you guys are like not seeing things clearly, and you could be, okay, I'm hearing two messages. Hold up. Okay, so Spirit told me to switch. So this Knight of Swords in reverse, the Justice in reverse, and the Strength in reverse is an energy of someone who is very irrational, very just do whatever. Like they don't have no moral code. With the Strength in reverse, this person is very weak-minded with this Knight of Swords too. So they just go into things without any protection, not even thinking about if it's right or wrong. It's just impulsive, like, yo, this is making me feel this way, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do whatever. You know, this person is a hothead. So this person has disharmony in their life with the Four of Wands in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse. This person is going to be losing a lot of connections, and you don't want to align yourself with this energy, especially as a High Priestess, because you have too much to lose. You know, you start off here, right? You have too much to lose and so much to gain. Your mission is learning to let go and be happy and enjoy. Some of you don't let yourself enjoy. You know, it's like you feel like you know so much and that you're so powerful that you have to like always be in like some type of spiritual prison sometimes, and you can't do that to yourself. You're showing up as the Empress, so definitely divine feminine energy here. This is Spirit saying like, let go, because you're abundant. Everything's fine. You are even like abundant with ideas and creativity. You're mastering your attraction energy as well. Anything that you felt like you had to let go of in order to be healthy, in order to grow, you are starting to let go of those things as well. Like, you know, bad habits and shit. Like, you're really starting to let go of things. And this is showing growth. So, like, for example, what if you was trying to lose weight or something? You're letting go of the external world's perception of what your beauty should be like. You're losing weight in a healthy manner, spiritual weight too. You're just stepping more into your divinity because you're letting go. See, the distorted feminine, she likes to stalk, she likes to harp, she likes to just send the evil eye constantly. She's always looking externally to her to compare her journey to someone else's. She lives by what the external world thinks. And you, as the High Priestess here, you're letting go of this and stepping into your own idea of your beauty and how you exude that. Like, you just on a whole nother level. And also, this is like empowering you in many other areas of your life at this time, I'm hearing. Okay, let's get it. Ashe, High Priestess comes out in the upright position. We in the building, baby. Thank you. Thank you, sis. We in the building, baby. What I tell you, like, you have grown, you've matured so much in your spiritual walk. Nobody can tell you who you are. All they can do is bring up who you used to be. Three of Pentacles here. Yeah, these are like groups of people that you probably used to work with, go to college with, party with, kick it with, whatever. And you've grown to this, you know. And so they're just looking on, you know. And of course they're going to be like, yes, we are lit. High Priestess gang. I should have worn my shirt tonight, but I was busy. I just wanted to put on something comfortable and light. I have on a free-flowing dress like I was telling you guys in the last reading. We got to start wearing those free-flowing dresses and just like letting our bodies breathe. So boom, you the High Priestess. And now what this Three of Pentacles is representing, now that you've grown, you're going to be attracting your tribe. You're going to be coming amongst others who want to work with you, who believe in you, who are pushing for the same goal as you. You got a plan and people are going to know how to execute it, and vice versa. Like, it's going to be a lot of camaraderie going on for you. And I feel like this is going to be in terms of your finances. Some of you guys are starting your own spiritual based businesses, or just some type of consulting I'm hearing on different avenues. But it's going to be like your intuitive nudges are going to lead you towards the investors, the people who are going to like want to help you push forward with your goals and your dreams. Now, the distorted masculine pops up with the Hierophant reverse and the Three of Cups. So if you worried about the distorted masculine, he's still doing the same thing he was doing. And that's none of your business anymore. Okay, you have to remove yourself from that. You have to set that soul tie free, or you're going to always be in this karmic loop. And anytime he's in a new relationship, it's going to be another blow to you. Because you're going to be thinking like, damn, he broke up with old girl. He was with her forever and he still didn't come to me and do right by me. So now is the time for you to stop denying your intuition and really do what you got to do. Okay? Do what you got to do. Use your intuition. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so look. Yeah, you're not interested in confrontation or conflict or one-upmanship and bullshit with anybody. Like, yeah, with the Seven of Swords in reverse right behind it, it's like you're done. You already know who the villain is in your story. You know what I mean? Who's the antagonist? Who's the protagonist? Like, you already know, because they've already revealed themselves in very subtle ways that they don't even know. That's the funny thing with the Seven of Swords energy with the Five of Swords. To me, I'm seeing somebody who thought they were being very covert in their mistreatment towards you, in their lowballing of you, in their fucking competition that you didn't even agree to. You know what I'm saying? Like, they done already revealed themselves. Hangman in reverse, so you already been enlightened. Now you're, like I said, you're coming online, so you're seeing things very clearly. To you guys, High Priestesses, you've already witnessed the glitch in the Matrix. And that's why I talk to you guys about agents, because agents aren't just like Mr. Smith. That's the Mr. Smith energy, but it's in different people in your lives. People placed in your lives to try to confuse you from your intuition. A lot of you guys have been told you crazy because of your intuition. A lot of you guys have been told you overreacting or whatever, you know, gaslight and all that shit. But it's been revealed to you. So now anything you go into is your own fault because you already know what's up. Right, Jessica. Thank you, Spirit. Now, since you already know what's up and you're choosing not to engage in petty conflict here, you're showing up as the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles in the upright position. It don't get no better than that. Right? Because the Queen of Pentacles is divine feminine energy as well. You know? She's like the minor arcana of the Empress. You know, it's like a similar energy. And a lot of growth and abundance. But we already knew that because you started off with the Nine of Cups and the World. So Spirit is like, you can have it all. You can have it all, right? Now's the time to program your intentions for your highest good. Program those things and ask for guidance to move in the right direction because you can have it. We always talking about generational wealth on this channel. We always talking about forging financial security. So this is what you're gaining because you chose to take this new route here with the World card. Spirit is saying that your business is going to do well online. So make sure you have your online presence going. Try to interact as much as possible. Get your business together. Okay, the World card is the energy of Saturn. We just had the Capricorn moon, the eclipse last night, yesterday or whatever. And so, if you know Capricorns are the initiators. They're cardinal earth. So they're this energy too, this Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, which just means they're about growth. And so you need to adopt this energy now that the planetary alignments are making this possible. You can have what you want. Just write it down, manifest it, get you some candle magic going, do what you got to do. And make sure that whatever intentions you're setting has nothing to do with anybody else. Don't put no fucking conditions on your happiness like, oh, I only want abundance if so-and-so gonna come back around and act right. Oh, I only want this house if so-and-so gonna be there. Stop attaching your abundance to other people who aren't even on the same frequency as you, who aren't even pushing for the same goals as you. Some of these motherfuckers will take bricks from your house and build somewhere else. Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you coming out of any pain and taking shit as a loss. You've mentally reshaped your idea of what a loss is. A fucking loss to you would be you losing all of this that you worked hard for. A loss to you would be going against your intuition and going backwards. Thank you. Yep. So no, you over the loss, the pain, the betrayal. We're done with that. Yo, like a whole new paradigm we're in it. We created it. And also, like 3 days ago, we went through like this portal. And I know some of y'all felt it. It was just like everything looked different. Everything was different. Like 3 days ago, everything was fucking different. And so you're being like called into this new reality. See, you will never see things the same again, High Priestess. You need to learn how to be happy. You need to learn how to accept. Okay, let's get some more cards, guys. Wait a minute. Spirit said proof in this game. Thank you, Spirit. You got the Page of Pentacles in the upright position. So you already know this is good news about finances and shit coming in. Just a new start financially, but don't you give that to nobody else. You no longer are giving to people who just come to take, okay? Five of Wands in reverse at the bottom of your deck. So there again, you're cutting out confusion with people who only bring confusion. Six of Pentacles in reverse. They don't bring nothing but this. And you are removing yourself from this energy. So everybody in this Five of Wands, they're just going to be sitting around throwing energy at each other, doing stupid shit together, and you're going to remove yourself from it. Because Spirit is giving you a gift. Spirit is giving you a gift. So your attention is going to be pulled away from this because you're going to be being in a sense of gratitude. You're going to be so grateful for your manifestations coming to pass. You're going to be so grateful for like just the unexpected gifts, because this feels like an unexpected gift. Or just something that maybe you wanted and then it just came and you're just like, wow, you're just so grateful. So as long as you're in this energy of gratitude, you're going to be receiving. You already had the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, now the Page of Pentacles. It's like you're getting it. And you're being renewed here. Your energy is being renewed. You probably feel like more energetic at this time, or just like more youthful in some type of ways. And that's the way Spirit wants you to be, like nurturing that inner child. So this is where you need to be. Thank you. Thank you. Four of Cups in reverse. You could be kind of bored though. You could be kind of bored and just maybe you need to kind of like turn your heart light back on a little bit, because I feel like you've gained so much knowledge, so much power, but at the same time there's a little bit of love that's missing. And not love for like your kids or your family, just like a different type of love. You know? Ten of Swords comes out. It's the end to that cycle. Yo, with the Knight of Wands coming out, somebody about to get some. Because, like, this looks like the end of a drought to me. Somebody about to end a drought. You better end your drought with a High Priest or a Divine Masculine. Don't be backpedaling. Somebody said, what, love? Thank you, Jessica. Love you, girl. Somebody about to end a drought. Spirit said, okay, end it, girl. Page of Swords. So somebody being nosy. Somebody being nosy because they feel like you about to end your drought. And they like, oh, shit. They've been, you know, snooping on your social media or just trying to keep energetic tabs on you, trying to stay in your mind, on your mind or whatever. And your ass just over here doing your own thing, ready to start something new and passionate with somebody else. It's time, girl. It is time. Thank you. Yep. I said ready to start something new and passionate. Here come the fool jumping out. So yes, indeedy, you guys are. Ace of Swords was right behind it in an upright position. Y'all also about to start something very successful. Like, your ideas are going to take you very far. Yeah. And also, the distorted feminine and masculine have been doing a lot of just stalking lately. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, for no reason. They don't even have anything to offer, as we see here. But for some reason, they just watching. And they frustrated. They just watching and frustrated. But anywho, You about to start something brand new and successful. Your new way of thinking and communicating is opening like many doors for you guys. I'm like, okay, get it, girl. Hey, y'all see this? It jumped out. Knight of Cups. Yep, some of y'all about to end y'all drought. Lord, King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So this person might be like real, like serious too. Six of Swords coming out with the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, I'm proud of you guys. Moving away from those broken relationships, breaking those soul ties you had with other people, or just those little, like, you know, situationships you had with people that was blocking you from having like true love and a true connection. Now you like letting that go, and you have the Six of Swords here. So actually letting go of any relationships that were imbalanced is actually what's pushing you forward to something so beautiful and peaceful. Okay, guys, I want to share something with you. Keep in mind, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. Big up Erykah Badu. But I have a deck that I created. It was for my personal use and just for the high priestesses. So I want to share it with you guys. It's called the Seven. And this is basically just like a I guess it's like an esoteric kind of vibe. And so I want to share some cards with you guys, see what we pull. These are gonna be just straight to the point, just like me. And thank you. So if you guys are interested, let me know, and then when we end the live, I'll put the link to check them out in the comments or whatever. So yeah, you guys are the first, besides my best friend, you guys are the first people I'm sharing these cards with. I haven't put them on Instagram. I haven't put them on Twitter. I haven't put them nowhere. I was saving it for a special High Priestess reading. And this is like one of the specialist High Priestess readings I feel like I've done in a while for you guys. And you guys like, oh my God, you guys show me so much love on my merchandise. The t-shirts and hoodies and socks. I mean, like, you guys really just showed me so much love, and I appreciate you guys. So we're gonna pull for the distorted masculine, feminine, high priestess, the divine, and the divine masculine. I'm sorry, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So whatever comes out and spirit gives me the vibe, I'll read it. Oh, hold on. Let me bless the cards real quick, y'all. Okay. Okay. The first card says, if you give everything too soon, there will be nothing for them to earn. So, guys, if you choose to break your drought, be careful. This is like really time to start setting healthy boundaries. Some of you guys, okay, the Empress came out, the Queen of Pentacles came out. So by nature, you're just a giver. You're a nurturer, and you just want to like pour into people. You just want to give. But it's like Spirit is asking you to pull back a little bit. You don't want to give so much to the point where people fall in love with your hand and not your heart. and they just use you as a tool and can't see that you feel and breathe and love just like them. So it's really time to like start pulling back on the giving. That Six of Pentacles in reverse. Pull back of it. Don't give everything out too quick. The next card that jumped out with it says, you have divine favor. Ask and you will receive. Okay, guys. So, yes. We was just talking about that with the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the World, the Nine of Cups. I was just telling you guys, set your intentions. You're going to have the things that you desire, the things that you want. You don't have to worry. Now, the next card you guys got says, you think no one can see the wicked things you do, but I see it clearly. That's that High Priestess energy. You are, like I said, you already know what's up. You, with the Three of Swords in reverse, you know what the betrayal is, the lies are. Even if you had no physical proof energetically, you know how to read the room. And some people don't. So they just do reckless shit and think that they can carry themselves the same way with everybody who they deal with, and everybody's going to play the same role. But they're not. And as the High Priestess, you see things very clearly. Ace of Swords in the upright position, like you had earlier. You see things very clearly. We got plot twist. You're the narcissist. So the distorted feminine and the distorted masculine, who they fake portray that they've dealt with the worst types of people ever. But in all actuality, they're that person in other people's lives, and they're so self-deluded they can't even see it. You know? They always the victim. The narcissist is always the victim. They never take accountability. They never check and read the room and see how they're coming across. Especially if they're comfortable with you. They gonna dish you all their little shit and think you gotta just take it. The next card you guys got says, we had to disrupt this union. Our bloodlines did not permit it. So, rejection is a blessing. So, some of you guys, like I told y'all in a few readings back, that your ancestors blocked you from conceiving with certain people, from being in committed relationships. Some of you guys have plans to move in with somebody, or them move in with you, let's be clear. And then that fell through, and you were kind of like, yo, what the fuck? Like, everything was a go. And no, because this person, like, we got to realize that we still playing out ancient timelines in modern days. So some of these people are like enemies from past lives, people that fucked up the bloodline for your family in past lives, and vice versa, and y'all being blocked for those reasons. So don't ever start getting in your feelings and being the distorted and start projecting and lashing out and trying to hold on to something that's not even working. You got, we are meant to be, so let love in. Now, this new person that's going to be coming along is going to want to love you. And he already showed up on this Knight of Cups. He already showed up in this Fool. This is a new energy coming in. And you guys are going to have to be that Four of Pentacles. You're going to have to let go of the things from the past so that you can just let this love in. Just go with this love. You know, not fight it. Because it's going to be a culture shock. Like, damn, this person be returning my calls. This person returns my messages. This person shows up for me in little ways, like, that I didn't even know I needed a while ago. This person took my car to the get it detailed, or this person took my car to the car wash or paid my car wash because he was going to get his. Like, it's going to be little stuff like that that you didn't know you needed until someone new comes in and starts doing those things for you, checking up on you, making sure you don't need anything over there. What's up, Miss Lady? You need something over there? You know, like that old school type of vibe. And you gonna be checking up on him too. Somebody talking about spoil me. You better spoil that man too back. Okay. This card says, we are speeding through portals. We are realizing that time never existed. And we were just talking about those time portals that we are speeding through. And it's like, that's why, I don't know, I just felt that. Like, I talked about that shift the other day. And when this whole quarantine thing happened, everybody had to stay in, and like nobody was going to work and blah blah blah, and it was just nobody going to school, so there was no more set schedules for what people had to do. And so people start to see the illusion of time being lifted, along with the illusions of other things being lifted in your lives. The next card you have says, your illusions won't save you. And this is the distorted. Distorted is exactly an illusion. So as long as the distorted feminine and masculine run around pretending not to see the chaos and the conflict that they cause in people's lives, they'll be what do you say, like they'll be like given more of that, you know, and they enjoy the adrenaline rush of that, you know. And you gotta stop being like in these illusions. See things as they are so you can move through them. Take off the rose colored glasses. You got magic is afoot. Okay, so this is stupid. The distorted feminine and masculine have even resorted to like magic to make like bad things happen for other people. You know, like trying to block you from finding love, trying to block you from having success. But also on the upswing of this magic is afoot is that you are going to be and have already been doing your own mental magic and your own magic in your homes. So it's like you don't have time to do a battle of the wits, but you always have to have protection set up. See, the distorted feminine and masculine just want to cause chaos and confusion because that's what they're used to. They want what they want by all means. Even if it's not good for them, they want it. And they have a very competitive spirit. Like, they initiate competition with you unbeknownst to you, but also like they keep feeling like you're winning, but you're not even paying attention, and then they're doing things to one up you with that Five of Swords we saw earlier. But you're doing your own shit, and your ancestors are strong with you. The bottom of the deck, you got there are agents who walk amongst us. They are here to distract us and plant seeds of doubt and confusion. We was just talking about that. So it's like, yeah, don't even pay attention to this bullshit. You know who these agents are. Your need for approval of others is blocking your true destiny. Yeah. Let go, like we talked about with that Empress and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Let go of what other people think your beauty should look like or sound like, or your expressions and all of those things. Like, be true to your own vibe. Okay, now let's get into what this distorted feminine energy entails. Okay. This card says the distorted feminine may not appear to run the world in the same way the distorted masculine does. Yet it is just as commonplace and equally destructive. The distorted feminine is characterized by negative emotions, depression, neediness, a sense of going around in circles or need for pointless drama, feeling unattractive, or being trapped and powerless. In this mode, the feminine can be dishonest by means of manipulation, not saying what she really means, or being unclear about what she needs. This gives rise to unspoken or even unfair expectations. The distorted feminine may seek to catch out or trip up another in order to have something to be angry or upset about. This need for attention, whatever the cost and expression of insecurity, can damage her health, her relationships, and even her career prospects. After centuries in the shadows, receiving little credit for her effort and shouldering guilt and blame at the hand of global institutions, the feminine is tired. Maybe she feels unloved and unsupported by the masculine in her world. Maybe life seems like a struggle. While some of these things may be true, remaining in the distorted feminine is not the way to resolve them. You have drawn this card today because the distorted feminine is lurking somewhere in your life and is asking to be acknowledged and healed. Being honest with yourself about what is happening is the first huge step toward empowerment. Are you constantly becoming involved in the wrong kind of partner? Do you blame your mate for the things that aren't working in your life? Do you second guess yourself or imagine that other people think ill of you? Are you afraid to ask what you really need? Ask for what you really need and want? Are you waiting until someone else figures it out and gives it to you? Are you dwelling on old feelings of hurt or disappointment? Your angels and guides want you to know now is the time to bring this energy to the surface. Bless it for what it has taught you, then let it go. It's time to live in and for the present. So, yeah, that's the distorted feminine. Like, she doesn't see things clearly. We talked about that earlier. And she just needs attention and chaos, and she doesn't even know why. Like, she's just like spiraling, you know? Any attention is it's good attention to her. Okay, so I think we've read the distorted masculine, but we're going to read him too. Okay. The distorted masculine is here for all of us to see every day of our lives. It is characterized by an unwillingness to trust, tending to ignore emotions and intuition, wanting proof of everything, and insisting on a logical or rational approach. Part of the mode we all grew up with to a greater or lesser extent. This old paradigm is now becoming obsolete. At first, we may still believe that the distorted masculine owns and runs this world, but if we look closer, we can see that his refusal to acknowledge and support the divine feminine is causing him to wither and die. We have all created the society we live in perspective of our gender. Irrespective of our gender. How long the distorted masculine contends to exert his power is up to each and every one of us. The distorted masculine loves bureaucracy, power for the sake of it, and separateness rather than togetherness. He tends to work within a win-lose dynamic where there can only be one winner, one first prize. Taking advantage and taking whatever is available are seen as business as usual in this mode. So naturally, we see a lot of distorted masculine in the corporate environment and in the damage done to our forests and oceans. It is tempting to feel helpless in the face of such an intense force, but this dragon has a soft underbelly because without the feminine forces to feed him, he cannot survive. You have drawn this card today because the distorted masculine is still influencing your life. Do you live by your clock and your diary, pushing everything aside until your work is done, Do you ignore your intuition or the messages from your body urging you to rest and relax? Are you afraid to feel your emotions for fear of being overwhelmed or appearing weak? Your angels and guides want you to know it is now time to bring this imbalance to your conscious awareness. Acknowledge it, bless it for what it has taught you, and let it go. It is time to live in and for the present without this influence. So, yeah, they both have a lot in common. They just go about it different ways. But you have a lot of feminines who are operating in their distorted masculine energy. And that's just that Five of Swords card for me. Okay, now let's get some energy cards for you guys. Hold up, let me put these up. So yeah, it's time to just kind of like boss up, man. Get shit going, get shit together. Stop living in the past of these broken relationships and all this shit that you probably knew wasn't gonna go the way you wanted it to go. You didn't even know. Oh shit. Alright. Oh my god, y'all. I'm so silly sometimes. Just laughing at myself. Thanks for rocking with me this long and liking the video, guys. Your first card says surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. Yup. We was just talking about that with the Six of Pentacles in reverse and that Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you may have a lot of resources and energy and love or whatever, but you got to pull back on that a little bit. And be true to you. Be true to you. Okay. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. And she's holding like her womb or whatever, and a lot of us get our intuitive nudges from our womb. I think most of us do. That's why people be like, I had this gut feeling, you know, about a situation or whatever. This says, listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you feel energized and happy, move forward. So you need to find balance in between those two things, because sometimes the things that feel good are just familiar things. And then you let that familiarity make you feel that feeling where it feels good, but it may not be what your intuition is telling you to do. So you have to start tapping into you, so you can see what your intuition is guiding you to do at this time. Really value your feelings about people, places, where you're associating, who you're associating with, and environments that you're going to. I know for me lately, going to the grocery store has been really exhausting, because it's like everybody is like operating in such a scarce mindset right now, even still. And it's like everybody's impatient. The lines are super crazy long because they got to make you stand 6 feet apart. So that makes people think they're farther back in line than they really are. And everybody is stressed out. And everybody is like, I have this and da da da. And it's just too much. Like, whew. So just be mindful of the places you go. Try to just tuck away as much as you can at this time, because Everybody is like going crazy. And now you can order your groceries and shit on Amazon. So take advantage of that and just start stocking your home. Like I always tell you guys, just stock your home with the things you need, supplements, vitamins. Even if you already got enough, you got an extra $30, stock up on some more shit. Just really start preparing. Preparation is so important for us right now because everything is too distorted. Everything is too quiet but yet so loud, so I just feel like this weird vibe or whatever. So just stay prepared. Don't get laxed into oh, everything's opening back up, everything must be okay. Don't get laxed into that. Okay, let's get one more. Surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. So yeah, just chill. The high priestess, you see her, she just sitting on her throne chilling. She's not stepping off to address things because you need to really honestly, when it says surrender to what is, to me, you got to know that your intuition is what it is. Because a lot of times people wait into hindsight to be like, my intuition said that. That's this, trust the wisdom of your body. So it's like, you have to know it is what it is. Your intuition is going to be giving you some hard truths. And you just have to accept it. It is what it is. And at the bottom of the deck, before we move to another one, this one says surrender unhealthy relationships. It says letting go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and be surrounded by positive people. That's that Two of Cups in reverse. You're letting go of those types of associations. Like, you know your worth now. Some of you guys need to stop backsliding and looking at that person's page and trying to get their attention or stalking their new girl or the girl you thought they was talking to, because some of y'all stalking the wrong bitch. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Spirit says some of y'all looking at the wrong girl. That ain't even the girl they talking to. She don't even want them. It's somebody else. So you better get it together. I'm telling you, some of y'all don't got the distorted feminines that be lurking and shit. They don't even have the facts straight. Rest and rejuvenate in reverse, so they restless. They just looking at any and everybody. But anyway, back to you. You got the victory card coming up here. This card says success achievement. This card shows a beautiful spirit holding a golden victory wreath, an acknowledgement of your achievement. Success is on its way, and you have a sense of pride in what you've worked hard to accomplish. The achievement may be a greater outer success, or it may be a deep inner change that you've been exerting a lot of effort toward. Enjoy this sense of accomplishment, but be careful not to rest upon your laurels. People expect outer triumph to bring great changes, but often there still may be inner work to do. Let yourself be open to victory on every level now. Fuck what people expect, okay? Your victory is your victory. Like I told y'all earlier, I was like, or was I was reading somebody earlier, my bad. But I didn't say it to y'all, but I'm going to say it to y'all. Some of you guys have been fighting battles that nobody even knows about on your own spiritual journey. And so you can't expect people to congratulate you for shit they didn't even know you was going through. A, because you didn't tell them. B, because they didn't give a fuck. All right? It's only two ways. And so some of the victories that you guys are having are just personal victories. Personal successes, like we talked about earlier, personal goals that you set and you've watched yourself accomplish those things. And so you're moving forward with that confidence because you're like, damn, if I could do that, I'm pretty sure I could do so and so. You know what I mean? So that's really what's going on right now. You're stepping into that victory, but we saw that with the Ten of Pentacles, the World card, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Six of Swords. Like a lot of victory energy came up in your reading tonight. Let's see. Archangel Chamuel. I feel like you guys do have a lot of protection around you. And if you don't, you need to start figuring out which archangels resonate with you, which ancestors resonate with you. Whatever your choice of divination is, you know, figure out what works for you and start giving those deities or whatever, however you feel about it, permission to help you. This card says emotions of desire, life force energy. The powerful Archangel Chamuel is holding a beautiful sphere of golden light at the solar plexus, which is the location and center of your life force energy. I'm sorry, your third chakra and the center of your life force energy. The issues here revolve around emotions of desire and your personal energy. When this card appears upright, it indicates that an increased enthusiasm is present or soon to be on its way. This is a great time to move toward completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance, and your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. This angel of power is with you now, so go for it. Affirmation. My third chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. I radiate a bright and vibrant life force energy. I feel excitement for all that I do. Yeah, and so you know what? Start wearing yellow and golds a lot. Get you some waist beads popping in those colors. But that chakra is like has a lot to do with that emotion and that creativity. So definitely you want to start getting those creative projects off the ground. If you've been kind of like sitting on them or whatever, it's time to get them out on paper, get them out into your notes. It's time to like start putting these projects going in, because it's like victory is yours. Don't wait any further. Don't wait for the approval of people who ain't even working on their shit. You gotta understand that sometimes people who aren't even moving in the same realm with you, like people who ain't even shooting for the same basket as you, will sometimes try to block your shot. So if you sitting around, like my other card said, waiting on people's approval, you're gonna miss out on stuff that's for your destiny. Let's get one more of these, guys. You got walking away in reverse. This card says, this card reverse signals that you may be feeling very stuck in some present situation or location. There may be a job or relationship that no longer resonates with you. Yet out of fear and habit, you allow yourself to stay when it might be healthier to consider walking away. Habit and familiarity are compelling forces, often causing people to ignore their intuition and even dishonor their genuine feelings. This is a time of honest investigation. Consider all of the factors in the present situation. Perhaps the timing isn't quite right, and there may be some purpose in staying a little while longer. Don't deceive yourself about your motivations, however. Fear-based decisions don't work out in your highest interest. You also may be stuck in a long-term personal habit or unhealthy pattern. Be aware that you always have the option and the responsibility to let go of any thought or behavior that no longer honors you. Whenever you walk away from negativity, you always move toward greater happiness. Affirmation. It is safe and comfortable for me to move on. I consider all of my options and then take action on my own behalf. Yeah, y'all. It's time. It's time, guys. Okay, I think that's it, guys. Yeah. Don't worry about how people are going to feel about the decisions you're making at this time. They're for your highest good, man. And you just really got to do what's best for you. Oh, oh my goodness. How can I forget? Let's pull from the Witchy Oracle before we go. I love this. I got this deck for you guys. Y'all seem to like this deck a lot. Let's pull from this real quick before we go. Thank you, Vanessa. Sending you love, girl. Yeah. And yeah, thanks guys for congratulating me on my new tarot deck. Well, it's not a tarot deck. I just kind of feel like it's just my 5D deck, my thoughts and downloads put onto these cards to share with you guys. But thank you guys. I can't wait to share it with y'all. Thank you. I was like, oh my God, I gotta share this with the high priestesses first. Okay. You guys got Storm Angel, collision of beliefs, styles, attitudes, and energies. Wow, we were just talking about that clash between the high priestess and the distorted feminine and masculine. Okay, but what if this is a clash within those energies within you? So we always got to stay on top of our own growth. Okay. This card says there may be arguments, even angry situations and fights at the moment. Withheld energies are being freed so they can be released. You will uncover the truth about a situation, as no one can lie when this angel is about her work. Any lies, deception, manipulation, and cheating will be revealed. The most important objective for you when the storm angel is about is to speak truthfully and act in integrity, as is all about to become very transparent. And her fierce bright light will reveal all that is hidden so it can be banished for good. So somebody in the comments was saying, yeah, somebody had been doing, uh baneful magic towards them or whatever, and just energies. I feel like we talked about with that Seven of Swords in reverse, you're about to see clearly, who that energy was coming from, especially when Storm Angel shows up. So I feel like there's gonna be, like I told you, you don't have time for those energetic battles, but you're definitely gonna be made clear of who those people are that are giving you that energy, and even if it's some conflicting energy within yourself and your mind, it's all about to be cleared out and brought to the surface to be dealt with. Yeah, storming is definitely a sign of clearing. I love when it rains. I love summer rain. I've been praying for summer rain somewhere in the world. Okay, let's get one more of these. Y'all know I love these cards. Okay. You got Sea Beacon Fairy. Okay. It says guidance, but where will it lead you? A perfect solution to a problem has been presented to you, but whether it is wise to take it is another thing altogether. You may have more resources and opportunities than you are aware of, or than you are allowing yourself to believe in. Do not be too quick to follow the first opportunity that comes. Wait and check both your sources and your inner wisdom. There may be many paths and many solutions. Not all advice will be right for you. Yes, guys, yes. And we talked about that earlier. Doing what's right for you. Don't believe every message you get. Don't believe every guidance you get. Like I be telling y'all, even with me, if something does not resonate with me and your spirit, just throw it away or unfollow me or whatever. But do not accept things that are not of your spirit, your soul, that doesn't resonate with you. Um, okay, we'll pull one more and then we'll be done, guys. Angel of Alchemy, Miracle. I'm telling you guys, we're in a new time. I don't even like that. We're just in a new dimension now. Fuck it. We are. And we have to like readjust. There's so many things we have to unlearn at this time. So many ways of existing. Now we are living. Some of you are being given that opportunity to be an artist and just live and create and have peace and hear the birds and see the sun and the water and the stones and the rocks and the trees and the grass, and like you have to take that opportunity and do whatever you can to make that happen for you so you can grow. Okay. There may be health challenges for you at the present time, regardless of what or regardless of what you or one dear to you may be experiencing. It is time to ask yourself, what would I do if I knew I had a short time to live on this planet? Then begin to take action on these plans, because the beautiful thing about looking deeply into the human fear of death is that this examination of mortality will create an exquisite sense of being alive now. And you will reprioritize, and you will begin to shape your life in new and meaningful ways. Once you see that time and the sense of bodily life can be short, do not hesitate. Take action now on changing what can be changed. When you receive this card, you are about to turn a corner with a health challenge. The current situation has actually served you in many ways. It's brought your focus back to what is truly valuable in your life and made you aware of areas of neglect. Now you can move forward with a refreshed set of priorities that are based in something very real. The angel of alchemy encourages you to make your healing, either your own or that of someone close to you, top priority. Yes, guys. And that's that spiritual health that we were talking about earlier, and that Empress energy, just really different ways of taking care of yourselves. I feel like a lot of you guys are on that path. You've really been taking stock of your life, what you put into your body, what you absorb. Um, Order your groceries in if possible. Um, Somebody posted yesterday on Instagram that you can use EBT on Amazon to order groceries. So now ain't nobody got no excuse not to live healthy or eat healthy or not protect your energy. You can stock up your home now. So yeah. Who posted that? I can't remember her name, but I saw it yesterday on Instagram. So yeah, take advantage of these tools that you're being given to live your best life, guys. Simplicity is the vibe. You can have simplicity and luxury all in the same boat. Like you don't have to sacrifice one for the other. And you have to know that simplicity actually is luxury, because you know how to make do with whatever you have, and you don't need an excess of junk or just collections of things that serve no purpose. So a lot of you guys are definitely going to be moving into a simplistic lifestyle, but it's going to be very elegant and very comfortable for you. I can see it. Definitely some of you guys are thinking about relocating to a space where there's more nature around you. Some of you guys are tired of the city life, so you just kind of want to like get away, and that's good. That'll be good for your health too. Mountainous areas, desert areas where there's lakes and hot springs and stuff will be very beneficial for your soul and your spirit right now, guys. So yeah, take advantage of that, and take advantage of this energy that's going on politically. Take advantage of that as well. Even if you're not into politics, look into loopholes and things that you can do. But okay, guys, that was your distorted feminine and masculine versus the high priestess. Don't let it get you down. Stay on your shit. Initiate these plans, these goals. Oh, congratulations, Joe. Yeah, move if you can. If you have the finances set up and it won't break the bank too much and it'll be a comfortable transition for you, do it. Do it, especially if you can get closer to nature, because that's what's going to be important as some of you are going to start to really transition into living off the grid as much as possible. You're going to be looking into solar panels and just different things, building your own homes and stuff like that, looking up alternatives to homes like tiny homes and self-sustaining homes and earth huts and things like that. You're going to be looking into that because your soul is calling you back to the land, back to nature, and this is going to be something that you're going to prioritize across a lot of things, guys. Whether it's now or you're going to remember this in some future moment, some of you guys are already on it. So yeah. All right, and garden. All right, guys. We have so much to do. We always have so much to do, but we can get it done. Yeah, earth huts. Thank you, earth huts. All right, guys. I love you again. Shout out to my moderators. Thanks for all the donations, subscriptions. Um, Thanks to everybody for purchasing my merch. If you're looking for my merch, you can just go in my video list and it'll be a video with a link in there. If you want to look into my tarot deck or my oracle deck or whatever, you can just drop me a comment and I'll send you the link in the comments. All right, guys, love you so much. Sending you love, peace, and balance.